Oh, there's a couple, isn't there?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I should be on mute, right? I'm on mute. Doesn't sound too bad though. I should. And it's quite a small lag, which is also good.
Yeah.
It's just you and me right now, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yep. We have somebody. We have
Hello.
Shrapland.
Hmm?
You have no schedule up. Don't know when you're on next.
Oh, I see. Hello, Shrapland.
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
We should probably put it on like on the.
we're basically on every Thursday at this time. That's basically it.
Yeah.
So we
We
don't
could
really
put
come
it on
on
the
any other
Patreon or
time.
something.
So it is more or less this. That's probably why we don't have a schedule. But perhaps I should put that on the
Yeah.
thing. We've got a little band of regulars.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically it's more or less the same, and I didn't tell my patrons actually. I probably should have. Useless, aren't I? And I put it on Facebook. But yeah, I mean, I could put it on the. There's probably something in Twitch, isn't there, where you put the schedule, and that would be a good idea. But it is basically Thursdays at what is it, 9 UK time?
Yeah.
I've got no cat with me. She's in the bedroom with the missus, sleeping on the dressing gown. My wife's got this very fluffy dressing gown. It's like a zebra print, and it's very fluffy, and the cat loves it. So sometimes even I wear it around the house because the cat likes it so much. But I live on the first floor, and sometimes I think I look out the window and I'm wearing this fluffy dressing gown, and probably look like Dick Emery or something, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, obscure British reference to
Yeah.
certain people of a certain age only would remember. I mean, Dick Emery was pretty old even when we were kids, right?
Oh God, yeah. Yeah.
I know that a friend of mine's dad, who was known to be a bit of a party animal, he went to a fancy. He's a Scouser,
Yeah.
and he went to a fancy dress party with only a piece of emery paper over his privates, and he said, "Yeah, I'm Dick Emery." Anyway, apparently that's true. Yeah, that's right, Elite Airborne. Oh, you are awful, but I like you.
Another program that wouldn't be on TV today.
Probably not. Although I don't know. Maybe it is on repeats. I don't
Although
know.
saying that, one of the obscure Sky channels has actually got Benny Hill. It plays Benny Hill.
Well, I watched a bit of Benny Hill, right? And you know what? Some of it is just cringe. It is. It's really
Yeah, it
badly
really is.
cringe. I'm not.
Yeah.
We have moved on.
Yes, we have.
But there are some funny bits as well.
Yeah.
There are some. He's really well loved in many countries. You know, France, they think he's absolutely brilliant. You know.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. He's considered to be. Well, perhaps not quite up with Chaplin, but not far off. You know.
Yeah. Interesting.
Anyway. So I'm going to send you a link, right?
Okie doke.
And I guess I could put this in the chat as well. So we know Andre. Andre's a pal from Portugal.
Yep.
and he runs this website called Planet Sinclair. Right? What you giggling
Yes.
at?
Huh?
What you giggling at?
Elite. So,
Hmm?
Elite's message there.
Oh, about Dick Emery. Anyway, hello to everybody. Ro, V-Dub. That's you, isn't it? I always
That's
keep
me.
thinking, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it's just that. That's it. That's it. That's the lot for now. Anyway, maybe a few people are wondering. You never know. Right. Well. So, yeah. Okay. So that's Planet Sinclair, and Andre's a very nice bloke, and he's specky mad, and
Yeah.
was very popular in Portugal. Well, not as popular as the UK, but there's a strong following there. Incidentally, Vectornauts, Dom's game, also got nominated in platforms.
Did it? Nice.
Yeah. Well, people really like it. I mean, I know he's very humble about it, but it is a really nice game. It's got a different vibe to
Oh,
it, and yeah,
hey, Bernie.
we should
Yeah,
definitely.
I was really impressed. I thought it was very playable when I played it.
Yeah. He's put a lot of thought into it. And we should. I messaged him. He saw my message, but he hasn't replied yet. So I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know how busy he is or what's going on. But anyway, I didn't message him about tonight. Perhaps I should.
Yeah.
I'll message him, see if he replies. But when people don't reply, I just generally think, oh, they're perhaps busy, or
Yeah.
perhaps he's got a lot of work on, or he's just not in the mood, or whatever. So, how dare you not reply? Why haven't you replied? No, just chill. Anyway, Andre is, as I said, specky mad, and he's got a website, Planet Sinclair, and he tends to, he basically reviews or announces all the latest games, homebrew.
Yeah, he does.
So he's quite big into that, and he also, I tend to give him my games, before release.
Yeah.
So he can review them if he wants to before, as soon as they come out, he can get a review out quickly.
Mm.
But he also play tests and gives me feedback and stuff as well. So he's one of the people that does that for me, amongst a few others. But
yeah.
Anyway, every year he does a game of the year thing, and there's quite a few games on here, so be worth checking out. So game of the year 2020 was Dizzy, and game of the year 2021 I think was Travel Through Time. Yeah. And the nominations for Game of the Year this year are Snort, Castle Escape, Don Quixote, Do Num, Hack and Cast, Loxley, Ringo, Rubino Cucaracha, TCQ. Is that Triangle Circle Square?
I think so, yeah.
Let me have a look. Is it? Yeah. And what else? Tiny Dungeons. So we've looked at a few of those. Don Quixote was really good, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was fun. Quite an achievement for a 16K game as well.
Yeah. The and the Castle Escape is the one that we looked at last week.
Mm-hmm.
When you have that little tiny jump, something I was missing there, because it seemed to be that you could run out of the little jump and then you had to quit the game, which I didn't think was very good. But perhaps I'm missing something. And the collision detection on the platforms was also
It's pretty bad, wasn't it?
it wasn't great. But I've since heard that that guy has written that from sort of Z80 from the ground up without using any engines and stuff. So hats off,
Yeah.
hats off
Yeah,
for
yeah.
that, for sure. The one Hack and Cast, we definitely played that.
Yep.
And it was a little bit. It was decent enough, but it was a bit slow because it was AGD, and you didn't really like it was. I think it was meant to be like use a sword and use the
Yeah.
spells, but you just never really bothered using the spells. Kind of needed something. I mean,
Yeah.
and TCQ, not TCB, you taking care of business. That one, it was very good, but it wasn't. I wouldn't have called it a game of the year or something. I would have called it a very interesting experience. I mean, it certainly got us having a good chat, didn't it? But it wasn't like
Yeah, it did.
it wasn't technically excellent or anything. Ringo is did we play it? It was we
Ringo.
talked about it. Yeah, well, that was a funny one because that's the one that uses that game mode with the 4x4 pixels, you know.
Oh yeah.
Which I did a demo of that myself using that sort of mode, and I was working on an engine for it, but never bothered to kind of finish it. And Dennis Grachev, who is really good with multicolor games, he made a game using something similar, similar idea, and it does look really
Okay.
nice. So
Yeah.
I think that's got a good chance of winning it, actually. I would reckon. I've no idea what snort is. Oh, it's not. Oh, I see. Snort is a translation from buffonada,
Oh
and that we did like that a lot, didn't we?
yeah, we did. Yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah.
Bought that.
Yeah, you did, and that was definitely worth it. Buffonada. So what is? So some of these have been translated by Google because this website's in Portuguese, right? So there's a game called. Well, I don't know what this game is called but in the translation it's called Donum, Donum. It's a text adventure with pictures. I'll see if I can.
It looks quite cool.
Have you found it? Yeah.
No, not.
It's downloadable, but you have to pay for it. So
Oh,
unfortunately,
I mean, the graphics are lovely.
it is nice, yeah. The thing is, I mean, listen, if I was really into these kind of things, I probably would pay for it, but I'm only really here to just review. So
Yeah. Oh, there's a demo.
after 2 years of development, the most terrifying interactive fiction. Well, listen, I'm up for giving it a go. If there's a demo, where's the demo?
Grabbing it.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. All right.
Oh,
We'll have a
bottom of
look
the
at.
page.
All right. We'll have a go on this then. We'll give this a go. This one's been nominated. I chatted with the guy. Remember that island game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was chatting with the guy about that. We're gonna see if I can do something with that and use Dom's
Yeah.
graphics. And I'm not doing anything right now, but if I hear back from Dom and he's up for coming back and doing another session, with the game,
Yeah.
and do some more drawings, then we might actually do that and put it out as a game, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a 48K game, so we could make it a 1 to 8K with the graphics.
Nice.
Anyway, okay, so this is going to be the first game we're going to play. Please stop the tape. Right, hang on. S to skip, or any.
Really liking it. I've not even got in the game yet. I like the font. I like the scrolling, and I like the graphics.
Okay. I'll read this a little bit. Here we go. Since immemorial times, in every known culture, dark terrors and legends can be found. Such stories narrate some of the misfortunes that men who accidentally come across supernatural beings. Some of these old stories speak of objects sent from the underworld with the sole purpose of trapping forever the souls of the most unsuspecting humans. Such objects suddenly appear in our world and are granted to the first human being who has the daring and misfortune to touch them. In most cases, these objects bring with them a bitter fate that's barely predictable to its owners. Translation of this from Spanish probably could be slightly better. If you want me to help, hit me up.
Hey, Mitsyam.
Lucky and unlucky human, what? Who are you? What is this place? Ha ha ha. You have been chosen. Do you believe in divinities? I don't understand you. Who are you? Maybe an angel, maybe a demon, a god. I am a master. Goddamn. Some call me Doyle, others know me as Archon. The rest simply as the keeper of the box. But what am I doing here? You tell me. Your curiosity may have condemned you, mortal human, but it has also set you free. Am I dreaming? I was in my bed lying down, and... and what? Enough questions. Listen up. Yes, this is a dream, but you're awake. Now you've got my wonderful box. It's my donum. Oh, you mean this? Okay, well, that's a nice graphic, isn't it? Sorry guys, I'm trying to give it gravitas and the text is going too quickly for me. Ooh, it looks a bit like Hellraiser or something, right?
It does a bit, yeah.
I found it in my garden. I don't know how it got there. It's a precious jewel, isn't it? Clean, smart, cold, light, perfect. What is it? What is it for? It was my creation long ago, my pride, and that of many other deities that you will know, or maybe not. Now it's yours, and for this reason you will visit me from today every night in every dream. I'm reading it quickly because it goes by itself. I don't believe in gods. Ooh, foolish human, you will believe from now on, and you will see things you will tell others, and nobody will ever believe.
Yeah.
Please help me. That doesn't make sense, does it? You will believe and no one else will believe you. You must learn the beautiful language of the Kodama. But do it fast. Maybe then you'll have a minimal chance of getting out. Gudama. I want to get out of here. There is no way back. The only way to go out is to get in. The only way to wake up from this dream is to get out of this temple, our dream box. Now, mortal, leave that box, follow me, and enter your eternal dream. No, donum, sorry, I was thinking that. Enter your eternal donum. Okay. By the way, listen, this game looks really nice, and I'm sorry if I'm taking the piss a little bit, but it does make it kind of entertaining, does it not? Press enter.
It's not.
Oh. This story may contain disturbing images. Welcome, mortal. Now you're in our temple, the Dreambox the Donum. Think before moving if you don't want to become a faithful serf of Dale. Avoid seeing the Godama. As you get closer to them, the rooms will change their appearance. Watch them. Read and interpret our symbols very well. That will help you know where you've located and where you're located and how much time you have left. Yeah, I added that little bit there. Okay, new game. All right. I don't know. Is there music? Oh, that's a shame. Hang on. Ooh, it's creepy as well.
Is it?
It started. Okay, new game. I like it. I like it. It's very good.
It's a bit Hellraiser though.
Well, nothing wrong with that really, is
It's
there?
not a bad thing.
Episode 1, Night 1. Here we go. Nothing special in this room. Where we going, guys? Let's let the chat determine it, right? Go on, chat. Everyone shout out, north or east. You following as well, Andy. At least with the lag, there's not much. All right, we're going north. First instruction we get, we're following. Time goes by. North, south, or east. And if nobody says after a few seconds, then Andy, you decide. North, south, or east, guys? Should we go north again? Let's go north again. Yep. Okay, Mitsuyama. You can see a key on the floor. Shall we get the key? I think I can assume that we're going to get the key. I mean, there's never been a game where you see a key on the floor and you don't get it, right?
No.
Okay, get key. Right, east or south? Shall we go back? Okay, Mitsuyama wants to go east. Mitsuyama's bossing the game right now. You feel a gentle airstream, south, east, or west. Is the music loud enough? I've got it on quite a low volume. I think it is loud enough, because otherwise you won't hear me. We're going east again. Apparently we're going east again. Oh, I like how they draw extra stuff on the screen. You don't like the look of this room. There is a lock next to one of the doors. Right, we can unlock the door, try to unlock the door, or we can explore. I guess we should unlock the door, right? Shall we unlock the door, guys? Yeah?
Yeah.
You can't do that, or it does not contribute anything. Ah, yeah. It does not contribute anything. Ah, use key. Alright then, yeah, okay. You must use the key in another way. Okay, I guess we'll go south. You shouldn't have entered here, you miserable human. Although I was actually waiting for you. Are you ready to be immortal? The being you see before you makes your hair stand on end. Okay. Hey, is that the key down there? Look, on the bottom right.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is not looking good, is it? Yeah. Yeah, macabre orgy of blood. That's never good. Right. Don't go south.
Oh,
Right, we'll go back and we'll use the key and the lock. Okay. What did we do? North. North. Oh. No, no, please don't tell me that we just die randomly, because that's not fair.
pretty much.
No, game, you can't do that. You just can't do that. That's wrong. Did we go north last time? What did we do? Well, look, it's all written down there. Well, no, we went north and then we went east. Apparently. North, east, and east again. No, there is a lock here. Oh, is the key random or something? Last time I went south, I got. Oh, this time I didn't get got. Okay, but listen. If you're giving me random deaths, I'm not going to play this game for very long. Alright, I'm just not. I was really getting into that there. But random... No, it's not on, is it, guys? It's not. Yeah, we went north. That's what I thought, Mitiyama. North, and then north.
The thing is, what I
Oh,
found
and there's
is
a key, right? There's a key, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now...
You tend to die if you move around the rooms too much. So you kind of have to learn where stuff is.
Andrew Johns, are you not playing along? Are you playing your own version?
No.
Yes, you are. Don't lie. Right. Okay, I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it where we are. Because, you know, it's not cheating, is it, really? Right, we got the key. We're going to go east. Oh, what a stink. Okay. I'm going to go east again. Right, okay, and then I'm just going to load it. You see, this is what you've got me resorting to. Yeah, so I'm just checking that it's not random. It's not random. So I'm just gonna overcome your random deaths thing by cheating, because random deaths are cheating. They cheat the player.
Yeah, they're not good, are they?
Going around in a circle. I think I die if I go north, right? Oh no. Okay. East now, I die. Yeah. I like the music, it's really good. Can you guys hear the music alright? Can you hear the music, Andy?
Yeah.
It's really good. I really like it when they do proper music, not just like overdone. You know, like some people, they get someone to make music in a game and that person just wants to show off.
Mm.
And I mean, rather than make it work for the game. Nothing wrong with a bit of showing off, but like it's got to work for the game. This does, right? Well, we've got, somewhere in here there's got to be a locked door.
Yes.
Right, there's a lock next to one of the doors. Okay, here we go. Examine the lock. It appears in good condition. Let's try. Oh, you want a bit more volume on the music? Yeah. Oh, okay, that's fine. How do I do that in the mix though? I can't remember. Is there a way of mixing it, Andy? You showed me how to do it.
Mixing? Oh, yeah, on the Windows sound mixer, bottom right.
I go to the option speakers and there's a volume bar.
Yeah, and you can turn up the emulator.
Have I just turned it up there, the music? I think I have. Okay, I'm going to use the key in the lock, but I am also just going to quickly save it, right? So don't mess about. You turn the key in the lock and discover an exit to the outside. Well done, Mitsuyama. But again, you know, like, that was a success based not on using the key, but discovering which instruction would actually work. Not bad, human. You have found the exit. Now go through the forest and wake up. I'll see you in your next dream. Oh, night 2. Have you ever played that game called... What's it called? It's called something like 9 People, 9 Rooms, 9 Lives or something. Have you heard of that?
No.
It's a Japanese game.
Yeah.
Yeah, although I don't know if it's 9. It might be another number. I think it might be 7. Anyone in the chat know about it? Okay, it's called 9 Hours, 9 People, 9 Doors. $9.99. It's on the Nintendo DS. And it's like you're in a room, right? And there are like 9 puzzles, and each one is a different person that's locked in a room, and there's one door, and then you have to find stuff in the room. It's like, what do they call those rooms in the you know, in real life?
Escape rooms.
Huh? What's it called?
Escape rooms.
Escape rooms. Yeah, yeah. So it's like 9 escape rooms, and yeah. It's quite good. It's quite... Some of the puzzles are quite fiendish. Okay. Well, alright. There were some random deaths, which I didn't like. The graphics are nice. The atmosphere is really good. A lot of time has been put into this.
Yeah.
Do you think you can only carry one thing at a time? Right. Okay, I'm going to go north. The exit is near. Alright. Okay, well, where are we going, guys? Up. Okay, we're going up. Nothing special in this room, north, south, east. South. There's nothing that stands out here. North, east, or down. Andy.
Yes.
You're playing your own version, aren't you?
Sorry.
Come on, it's a social interaction thing here. You know, sit in the corner. You like, I bet you were at school, or you were the one like sitting in the corner with your Game Boy, like everyone else was like, you know, playing.
No, I didn't have a Game Boy.
Well, no, I suppose you wouldn't have.
Go north.
Well, we just went south, I think, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. Oh, so
yeah, because you're not paying attention because you're just doing your own thing. I keep feeling that I need to save the game often because of random deaths. Alright, where are we going? East, okay, we're going east. The room is empty. North, west, or down? I guess we'll go north then, because this room looks horrible. Ooh. North again? Yeah, I know that's a random death, so have that and stick that one where the sun don't shine. east, east, north. So probably we have to find some way to go down where you can't normally get in, right? Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So for example, here, look, north, south, west, or up, right? North, south, west, or up. And then if you go up, it's also north, south, west, or down, right? So that means the same rooms with the same layout. So if I... Oh, come on.
Yeah. I think it is just random. Which isn't fair.
North, south, east, west, and up. And if I go up, north, south, east, west, and down, right?
So you got there's a little box there.
What? Where?
You were in a room and said there was a little box.
Oh, there's a little box, yeah. How did I miss that? Brainy, yeah, it doesn't make much sense. Well, it's just random, yeah. I mean, look, to be honest with you, if I had entered some sort of strange other realm that was full of demons and I was exploring rooms, then chances are I probably would suffer a random death at the hands of a evil demon, right? I probably would.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be much fun. So, yeah, as we say around here, if it ain't fun, it ain't done. We don't do it because it's no fun. I knew I was going to die then. All right. Well, okay. How would we get around that, Andy? Let's do the old happy code.
We'd have to map it, wouldn't we?
Hmm?
We'd have to map it.
Well, yeah, but that involves like saving it. I mean, how do we avoid the random deaths? I mean, if we were right in this game, what would you do differently to stop that happening?
Well, you do it something like Minesweeper, don't you? Where if you're next to a room where there's an enemy, I mean that's where I'd be using the it smells bad.
Oh,
and
maybe,
then it's kind
maybe it does then. Do you think that's? Do you think it does that or what?
No, it doesn't.
Hmm.
It's completely random.
So what we'd like, right, is we'd like a little grid with a map so we could see where we'd been, right?
Mm.
And then we'd like to have like the message would be something like this, right? It would say there is a slight smell, right?
Mm.
And that would mean that one of the directions was you would die. Yeah? And then if it said there is a filthy stench, then it would mean two of the directions you would die.
Mm.
Or something like that, or it was close. I mean, maybe that is the case. I don't know. I mean, if it is, then great, because that's a really good idea. So,
there's those four.
If I went north,
symbols.
Right? North.
Look at those 4 symbols. They change every time you change a room.
Look, you see this one? It says the room looks horrible.
Yeah.
Well.
See, every room has a different. It changes one of those symbols.
What symbols?
To the right.
Oh,
of the
right,
text.
yeah. So like it gives you an idea about where you are.
So that's got to be something. I don't know what, but it's something.
Yeah. What I would say is, look, if I go. Yeah, it doesn't give me any suggestion of. Yeah, but I like that idea. I like the idea of. Sorry, Brainy's saying what's above the door. The chains on the screen are an indication. But are they though? Well, let's find out. Right, there's chains there, right? So that means what? That one of the rooms is I'm gonna die. Right? And I think it's north. But look, there's no chains here. Okay, there is chains there. And that would be east. There's a room to the east where I would die, right? Let's test that theory. Yeah. Let's try east. Yes, look, you see. So maybe it's not totally random. I've got to retract my previous thing. So, well, if I go west, no, I'm not going to be happy though. Right. There is a room. This is a room in passing. It's just, it's not really a room. It's just a room in passing, you know. So, in theory, right, guys, if that's true, we're safe at the moment. I can go south or down and I won't die. Yeah. Okay. South. Okay. East. East. North. Right. And if I go north now, I'll die.
No.
Yeah, because if you see what Mitsuyama said it, if you see chains, it means that there's a room next to you where you die. Right, you see here?
Yeah.
There's chains, right? That means if this thing's the music's getting really crazy. It means I'm gonna die if I go to one of these rooms. Right. If I go up, then have I run out of time? Oh no. I was just getting the hang of that.
What? Was that just too many rooms, or?
No, I just ran out of time.
Oh, didn't it?
Sorry, guys. I know we were doing it in the chat, but it was a bit too. Oh, look, an amulet. Amulets are always nice. I like amulets. Amulets are one of those things that you never find in real life, you know, but you only get them in games.
You do.
Have you ever in your life ever had an amulet? So in theory, one of these, if I went east, didn't I, and I didn't die, so that means I'm going to die if I go south or west, probably. Let's try west. Okay. So if this theory's right, then it means if I go south, I'll die. No. So maybe if I go down, I'll die. Yeah. Good job, Mitsuyama. Well spotted. Right. So we can go west. And we're safe here, right? We can go down.
Yep.
There's chains there, because if I go east, I'm going to die. Right? We know that.
Yeah.
Because that's where that room was. I'm just going to confirm it now. Yeah. Do I die when I go east? No. Alright. South. I'm safe. Brainy was saying, what's above the door?
Yeah, there is
something that says intrare.
Yeah, but it's on the same on every screen.
Oops. Right, I've got the little box. I mean, I should open the box, right? The box is already open.
Examine box.
It's a very old box. Put amulet in box.
Just open. Yeah. Put the amulet in.
Hey, hey! Okay. So having got around the random deaths, the deaths are not random. Nice work. This is actually pretty good. Right, look, there's some weird spiky, or is it candles? I think candles are probably alright, are they? No, they're not. Human waste, you're only good for one thing. Burn. Okay, well I think we'll call it a day with that one. But I've got to say, got over the random deaths. You still
Yeah, I like it.
and we like it. We like it a lot, actually. I think that's really good.
Yeah.
Because it does give you a chance to sort of go around and see where the chains are and figure out where the evil is.
Mm.
A bit like Minesweeper.
Yeah. I think there is something to do with those icons, though, that...
Well, I think that just sort of helps you know where you are, right? Oh, it started us on night 3, look. And I went east, so I can go north, I'll be alright. Yeah. We'll go north again. And I'm safe at this point. I can go east. I'm still safe, east. Okay, we can go down. We can go south. Oh, that doesn't look good. In an adjoining room, a click resounds. You'd swear there's a little breeze. Pretty sure I'm going to die at this point. Was it up? Oh, chains. Oh dear. Oh dear. And down is that. Some weird dots. Oh well. Oh, I survived it. Okay. West. So here, look, south. That would suggest that west is where the danger is, right? Because look, I went west, and here there's south. So probably west again is alright. Yeah. And south is alright. And then east. Yeah, east is no good here. I'm kind of curious what weird death I'm going to suffer from that. Okay, let me just figure out, let me see what weird death we suffer if I go east. A strange dark figure. Oh, didn't kill me.
No, I just had him. He just sends you back somewhere.
Yeah, the graphics are really good, and
Yeah, I like the fact that it's just
monochrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's nice, and it's. I mean, it's a bit like what we were saying with the artwork that Dom was doing. You know, with the
Yeah.
With the island one. Yeah, and it's like a series of puzzles, right? Where you have to figure out, get onto the next room. A bit of an unloved genre, isn't it? The old text adventure.
It is.
I'd have loved this as a kid, actually. You know, I would have thought it was brilliant. Right. Good job. We like it. Game of the Year nomination? Yeah, I guess Adventure of the Year, that's for sure. Probably worth it.
And I mean, the demo's got a fair bit in it as well, so definitely gives you a good feel for it.
Yeah. I played this game Rubina Cucaracha, right? And I'm pretty sure that this game is going to win the category of arcade game. And Chez Maxime is not going to win because of it, because it obviously is. A lot more has gone into it than Chez Maxime. Chez Maxime has also been nominated, but I should be able to download it. Just give me a minute.
Yeah. One of the downloads you can get is a map.
What, in this game that we're just playing?
Yeah, but it's I wouldn't have said it's useful. It's like, if you imagine a 9x9, a 3x3 grid, but there's 3 of them stacked on top of each other with I don't know, like a line going through the middle. So if you imagine, like, you've got a piece of paper, 3 pieces of paper, and you stuck a pencil through all 3 of them. That's kind of what the map looks like. And the maps have got numbers 0, 1, and 2. But then, like, the second floor starts at 9, and then the top floor starts at 18.
And is that what those things are on the side there, like the numbers?
They must be.
It's like 0931, is it?
The width, yeah. I just don't get what the line in the centre's for. Very odd.
Excuse me.
But there's no other detail on the map at all. There's just six versions of that same. It must be for you to, like, write on, I guess.
Oh, I see. To make your own map. Do you think it's random each time? Well, it probably is, right?
I think it is random each time. Yeah. Oh, cool.
That sounds like Ocean Games, doesn't it?
Well, that's cool.
Right. Throttle. Brake. Left. Right. Turbo. Technically, it's very, very good, you know, what they've done with this game.
Yeah.
If I remember rightly, though, you have to sort of smash into the other cars or something. Well, this guy's... What do you think? It's
Quite fast, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like the way they use the colour on the player car. It's just a shame that they haven't done the same on the others.
Well, it'd be hard, wouldn't it? Because the others are moving.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. They're not set in the middle, are they?
I think you race against the other cars, right? But then one of them is like your rival.
Right.
And he starts throwing stuff. This guy, Goro, look.
Oh, it's kind of like what's that motorbike game?
Yeah, that one. Road Rash.
Road Rage. Road Rash, whatever, yeah.
Road Rash, yeah. That's like Daley Thompson, isn't it? Like,
Yeah. Bit Popeye.
nice colours.
Hmm. Yeah, they've done a good job with this, haven't
Yeah. Feels a bit samey though. I mean, could
they? Yeah.
I hate to
Well,
to
I mean,
criticize something that's kind of very
um,
technically very good. It'd be nice if you
so does that one,
went
though,
up.
in the
It'd be
arcade.
nice if you went up and down a bit, wouldn't it? Like
Yeah.
just saying, you know. But it's you see, I have to say that and it's just my opinion, but you could find a better version of this, like something like this on a newer console, couldn't you?
Hmm.
Maybe I don't know. I mean, I'm not criticizing it for it's technically it's very very good, and if you're really into the Spectrum, then
Yeah.
you know if you particularly want to play a game like this on the Spectrum, then
I like it. I think it's impressive. Nice use of colour. Um,
is it better than Chez Maxime? I think it might be.
well, it's totally different, isn't it?
But it's nominated in the same category.
Is it?
Yes. Well, it's nominated in the same category, and it's also nominated as Game of the Year. So I
Right.
think we can therefore conclude that it's definitely Chez Maxime is definitely not going to win that, which I don't mind, honestly. Chez Maxime, I wrote it in about 3 or 4 weeks, and
Yeah.
and you know, I'm really happy that people are enjoying it. It is a fun game, and it was a nice project, and I certainly didn't expect to be winning any prizes for it. Okay. What should we look at next? Yeah, I think I posted it, Mitsuyama. Yeah, if you scroll up, you can see my post. It's in Portuguese, but you can translate it. You do it every year, so. Yeah. But this, you know, these guys, Zosia, they do make some good games, don't they? Although some of them are a bit more of like a demo than a game, but generally.
Yeah. What is Federation Underwater? They gave that 9.
Where's that? Is that also nominated?
Yeah, it's quite way down.
In the what? In the link that I sent?
Yeah.
Federation Underwater. Oh yeah, Spanish origin game.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that Yokai Monk. We thought that was alright as well, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yep.
Alright, I'm telling you now this is an AGD game. I can just tell by that loading screen. Or maybe
Yeah,
not. Maybe
I
not.
don't think
No,
it says you
it's
do.
not. No, it's not. I'm such a snob, aren't I? It's all in. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Should we have a look at it if we can?
Yeah, I don't think there's an English version though.
Well, you know, I might be able to get by with.
Actually, it might be this one.
Yeah, there's English on here.
Yeah, I've got it.
Do you think it's? Do you think that it should actually be called Underwater Federation? Because that would make more sense,
Mm,
wouldn't it?
yeah. Oh.
Order of adjectives in Spanish as compared to English. Um,
Mm.
okay, I've got it here. Yeah, it's English. Yeah. Oh, there's Clive.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, but I don't even know what the hell's going on. I can't play that.
Well, how do I choose to redefine?
I don't know. I couldn't work it out. I pressed keys and then it entered the game, and I've no idea how you move, or if I try and press like O, it tells me you can't go there. So I'm not entirely sure what it's doing. Okay, so Q&A do go up and down, and then it takes this map screen, which is just odd and you can't get out of.
Their mission is to close an interdimensional portal and smash the mischievous Zork Federation forever. They are the last hope, okay? The Reticulans gave us the ship. They are so nice. They have 13 million ships. Let us try to find a track or a clue. You see, it's very cool, right, to have a kind of scrolly area like this, isn't it? But it's just so bloody slow, look.
Yeah.
I tell you what, right?
Oh, what's the key to go left? I couldn't go left.
I'm just using QAOP. I'm going to put it up to 14 megahertz and see what it does.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's mega fast. Alright, I'm going to put it at 7 megahertz and see what it does. See how that is. That looks alright. We can't go there. Oh yeah, this is miles better, isn't it? Look, 7 megahertz. What am I supposed to do? Like, am I supposed to like clear the
I have no idea. I found another like mini game. it's next to impossible. Oh, I'm shooting him. Yeah, I don't know. It just stuff seems to happen. Like you'll find here, you'll get messages.
Do you know what? You know what would make this game really good is if it was like if it was what's it called? What's that Jerry Anderson thing that's underwater? What's that one called?
Oh, Stingray.
Yeah, that'd be great if it was Stingray, wouldn't it? That'd be good.
Yeah.
Marina, aquamarina, da 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 da.
Just seemed to be like.
We won the battle. Oh, it seems
Yeah.
I've defeated one of the aliens.
Yeah.
Have we captured their ship? I don't know. It's a weird thing in this, isn't it?
It is slightly odd.
Did you listen to the interview that Chris gave to the Spectrum show about the crash event?
No.
Talking with Jeff. It was you know, it was interesting because he just talked about how he set it up and everything, and a few things that, and yeah, I don't know what's going on with this game.
Yeah.
Look at this. Hi, honey. What are you looking for? Maybe me. Anyway. Yeah, listen to it. It's on the Spectrum Show YouTube.
Okay.
And he said he had a few ideas about guests for next year.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I wonder who he's got in mind. Of course, sadly, quite a few people left us, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
I think.
Yeah.
Sandy White, is Sandy White still around? You know, who did Ant Attack?
I believe so.
He'd be a good guest, wouldn't he?
I think he was there actually, wasn't he?
Well, I mean, doing a talk or something. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet he's one of them that he's got in mind. He'd have to be, wouldn't he? Really?
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to Don Priestley. As far as I know, he moved to Ireland, and nobody knows where he is now.
Yeah.
But he'd be quite old because apparently he's 83.
Wow.
Let's have a look. See if is it like. Don Priestley is a teacher and former video game programmer. Yeah, he went back to teaching.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he's a sort of healthy 80-something, then Malcolm was quite healthy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He did all right. He was doing all right. I'd like to have chatted to Malcolm, but I didn't get a chance.
No.
This is Malcolm Evans we're talking about, guys, who wrote Trash Man, and did he write 3D Monster Maze as well?
I think so. I didn't really get a chance to look around much of it at all, apart from when we were waiting to do our talk.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, I'd like to have asked it because I'd be interested. I would have been interested to know about Trash Man in Time. You know.
Yeah.
That was going to be like the 3rd edition of Trash Man. And I did enjoy Travel with Trashman, despite its somewhat dated stereotypes of different countries. But presumably, have you played Travel with Trashman?
Not in a long while.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a very simple game. You just travel around the world, and like wherever you go, there's like people just throwing stuff on the floor or whatever. So you have to pick it
Right.
up. So you go to Spain, and you're in a bull ring, and you have to collect all the roses, and the bull is trying to knock you over, so you have to dodge the bull. And then you
Right.
go to France, and there's all frogs jumping around. Because, you know, French.
It's very politically correct.
Well, yeah. You know, French, they're just like frogs everywhere. And then in Germany, it's all empty beer glasses.
Right.
And, but then you have to save, each time you do it, you get paid. And then you earn money, and then you can use that money to fly somewhere else.
Right.
And yeah, you can fly some somewhat questionable choices. Not
Yeah.
I mean not terribly kind of racist, but yeah, some of the comments that the characters say are a little bit dated, I would say,
Yeah.
for sure. But yeah, well, for example, when you go to India, there's loads of people dipping in the Ganges,
Right.
and they leave their sandals on the bank of the Ganges, and you have to pick them all up.
Right.
But you're just stealing their sandals there, aren't you? You're not really clearing up trash.
No.
And I think if you bump into them, they say "hurry curry."
Oh God.
So yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm not saying it's not. It's not
Different day. Different age.
Well, it's. I mean, I'm not saying it's harmless, because I don't think it is totally harmless, but I don't think he meant it in any really nasty way. When you go to the Wailing Wall, you go to the Wailing Wall in Israel, and everyone's crying on the wall, and they drop tissues, and you have to pick up the tissues.
Right.
And but anyway, he had a plan to make another one. Is anyone in the chat joining into that chat about?
Who's David Crosby?
I think, is he not a Amiga guy?
Don't know.
Or is he David Crosby from Crosby, Stills and Nash? I mean, it could be that, right? Or is it?
I have no idea.
I'm guessing that it's David Crosby from Crosby, Stills and Nash. Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Is there a David Crosby involved in computing? Not that. I mean, listen, that's sad. I do like Crosby, Stills and Nash. Although I like Neil Young more, to be honest. But that's sad. Well, I mean, it is sad, but then again, if you live to 81, it's not that sad. I mean, it's like, in a way, it's more celebrate their life, and, you know. Yeah. People are leaving us, aren't they, so much? Yeah, Mitsuya was saying that Sandy White was at Spectrum 40 or so. Yeah, I mean, that'd be good. But I wanted to ask Malcolm about Trash Man in Time, right? I mean, it'd be a fun game to sort of do, wouldn't it, really?
Yeah.
I mean, especially it would be a fun game to do with him as a consultant, right? As opposed to I'm sure he doesn't code anymore. But if you did it with him as a consultant, I think that'd be quite fun. Presumably, it just involves Trashman traveling in time, clearing up trash.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
you'd probably start in like these things normally start in like caveman days, don't they?
Yeah.
So you'd be like picking up loads of bones or something,
Yeah.
and then where would you go from there? Then you'd go to like what, ancient Egypt maybe,
Yeah.
and what would you pick up there?
Maybe scarabs.
Mitsuyama says picking up dinosaur poop. Well, first of all, Mitsuyama, that's quite vulgar. And and secondly, it's not the Flintstones. There weren't any dinosaurs and humans living at the same time.
I think Alan's intimating with Siama. This is a class podcast.
Well, you know, Malcolm Gledhill, I think he might have been a teacher as well. He definitely wouldn't want there to be dinosaurs and humans coexisting.
Yeah.
It's quite a few billion years apart, you know. Mr. Evans says there was. He's seen it on the telly. Yes, I know you've seen it on the telly, Mitsuyama. I'm sure you've seen like dinosaurs. What was that dinosaur where they were all living together like the dinosaurs? What was that show called? It was actually quite funny.
Dinosaurs.
Huh?
Dinosaurs.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
The one with the big fella. It was like The Simpsons in a way,
Yeah.
but with dinosaurs, right?
Yeah.
It was quite funny.
Yeah.
As a kid, anyway, I seem to remember it. Well, I don't know how old I was, but maybe as a student, kid, same difference. Andy, how come you're not wearing your Flash pajamas anymore?
I put my Double Soft t-shirt on. Thought it was more apt.
Oh, I see. Anyway, so are you a fan of the Flash?
Me?
Yeah.
It's all right.
Better than
My
Captain.
girlfriend thought it was Marvel. That's why she bought me pajamas. She
You
thought
got the
it was
same
Marvel.
thing. You got the same thing as me, right?
Huh?
You got a gift for Christmas
Yeah.
from the
Yes.
missus,
Yeah.
thinking that you're into superheroes, and
Well, I kind of am. I like Marvel, and I don't mind Flash. I don't mind DC
taking the
stuff. But
yeah, but well, roll with me just for the amusement,
Yeah.
for the amusement factor, right? It's that sort of thing where your nan buys you a video game, right?
Yeah.
Just thinks, oh, it's a video game, whatever, whatever it's a video game, he'll like it,
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, yeah, my wife bought me a mug. I've told this story already, but she bought me a mug.
Yeah.
No, not really a mug, a drinking thing. And it was Captain Marvel. And I was like, Captain Marvel's not cool. Can't be doing with it. We took it back to the shop, and they wouldn't change it because she'd lost the receipt. I wanted a Hulk one. And I said, don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Give me my Hulk one. And what can I say? Here it is. I've got my Hulk. It's a Japanese one. It's like, is it like chibi or something? Do they call it chibis or something? Like is that something like that? Anyway, and actually, I've actually got the thing that's making me happy about this is a bit of a hippie thing, but
Yeah.
I've got herbal tea, right? And I've got one of those little balls. You know those little balls? It's like mesh, and you put tea in it. You put tea in it, right? And then you seal it, and then what you do is you put it in there, and then you fill it up with boiling water.
Yeah.
And you seal it, and then you leave it for 4 or 5 minutes, and it brews.
You leave it steep.
Yeah, and then I've just got a big thing of herbal tea.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got mint tea there. Yeah, so I've been dieting. I don't eat between about 12 and 2 every day.
No.
Well, maybe 10, 11 and 2 for about 14, 15 hours. Yeah. It's quite hard at first, but I'm getting used to it, and it does work. Fasting is really good for you, actually. So, anyway, getting back to what we were talking about. Okay, let's continue that conversation. Yeah, Brainy's saying there was this show called Dinosaurs. Yeah, hello Shrapland. So that look, we're not. If I was doing travel, no, Trash Man Through Time, I wouldn't have dinosaurs. Well, actually, no. You could have dinosaurs. Humans and dinosaurs could coexist once you factor in the time travel. I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, Trash Man could go back in time to dinosaurs, but I don't think dinosaurs really had a litter problem, So I would say that you would go to prehistoric times and you would pick up bones from the cave or something. And then you would go to ancient Egypt and you'd probably pick up something like papyrus or something. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah.
Well, and the enemy in the first one could be like a saber-toothed tiger or something.
Are we doing the same sort of screen layout as the original?
Well, something like that, probably. Yeah. What else can you do?
Don't know.
Just incidentally, right? Did you know that like all the things like saber-toothed cats and giant woolly rhinos and giant sloths and all that stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
And we learned about those in school and everything, but nobody really said why they went extinct.
No.
But do you know why they went extinct?
They were hunted, weren't they?
Yeah, humans just ate them all, basically.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
Because they tracked the extinction to the path of humans as we travelled from Africa outwards. And we just went out into the world and ate everything.
We just went mad.
And we've been doing that ever since, really, I suppose.
Sad, isn't it?
It is, yeah. We're like a scourge on this planet. We are,
We really are. Yeah.
But yeah, I was watching a few things on YouTube about the likelihood of life on other planets, and the likelihood of it's a lot less than we imagine. Like the series of coincidences that happen to create life on Earth are really, really, like, billions to one, trillions to one even. Now, obviously, the universe is massive, and so it's not impossible. Because obviously it happened once, so therefore it probably could happen elsewhere. But it is incredibly unlikely.
Yeah. It's called the Drake equation.
Yeah, but even then, it doesn't take into account. I mean, there's so many things that it's not. It's like the planet has to be in this habitable zone, right?
Oh yeah.
But it's not just that. It also
Let me
needs
Google
to
it.
be.
I can't remember
It
what the
also
things
needs
are.
to be like. It also needs to have at least a couple of massive planets not that far
There
away.
you go. Right. So it factors in the average rate of star formation in our galaxy, the fraction of stars that have planets, the fraction of planets that orbit their parent stars in the habitable zone, also known as the Goldilocks zone, and can potentially support liquid water at the surface.
Yeah.
The fraction of planets that harbour life that evolves into an intelligent species capable of founding civilizations, the fraction of civilizations that develop technology that emits detectable signals, and so this is for advanced civilizations, obviously, like us, and then the length of time for which extraterrestrial civilizations release detectable signals into space before they go extinct.
Yeah, and it come out with about in the whole universe. They reckon there's about 6 or something, right?
Yeah.
So, well, anyway, like one factor which is actually really important, right, is that the planet that can host life also needs to be quite close to a couple of really big planets, so that
Yes.
massive asteroids don't hit it.
Don't hit it. Yeah.
And speaking of asteroids, if that asteroid, which managed to get through, it's quite lucky in some ways that I don't mean lucky, but it was quite unlikely that massive asteroid that hit the dinosaurs, right?
Mm.
To give you an idea of that, I mean, it's not like meteors of that sort of size very, very rarely hit the Earth, right? There hasn't been one to that size in another few billion years or whatever. So, and that meteor hitting was absolutely fundamental in creating intelligent life as well, because the dinosaurs weren't very smart, but the little tiny mammals were.
Mm-hmm.
And the little tiny mammals would never have evolved if that meteorite hadn't hit.
Yeah.
And the chances of that happening are also really high. And then the way that the climate works, the savanna grasslands in Africa that allowed apes to come down from the trees, let's say, that forced them out of the trees and into the... See, the thing with evolution is that it tends to lean into a pattern of survivability, right?
Yeah.
But the development of intelligent life is actually goes against that, in the sense that you constantly have to... The environment keeps having to change to force evolution to move itself forward, right? Otherwise, it'll just settle on something that works. You know?
Right.
So, for example, like a shark, it hasn't changed for millions of years, right? Because it just settled on something that works. Eventually, ultimately, the mutations don't really give any more advantage anymore, because once you get to a certain point, your survivability. Right. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So a lot of creatures just haven't evolved.
Yeah.
But then you do need environmental changes, and again, the chances of those happening are really small.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the other thing that I always think about is, like, when life sparked, as far as I know, all of life on all this planet all came from one original spark, right?
What do you mean?
Well, like, you can trace it back to life beginning in some sort of primordial ooze or something, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, you saw it. You've seen Star Trek when Q takes him back and he says, "Look, this is where it's anyway, right?"
This is where it's yeah.
That's how we know. You see, that's how we know it's true, because Q went there. Anyway, so that primordial ooze is the origin of all life on this planet, right?
Yes.
Some kind of chemical reaction, could have been something from outer space, could have been a meteor landed. Oh, I don't know, but it all kicked off from that, and everything that's alive on the planet can be traced back through billions of years to that, right?
Yeah.
And so, but you'd have thought, wouldn't you, that over the course of the 4 billion years or so that the Earth's been around, you would have had some other primordial ooze that also sparked life. Separately, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But it never happened, has it? It's never happened. It's never happened again. Like, it's all of life. It only happened once in 4 billion years, as far as we know. So the chances of it happening seem to be extremely low. So yeah.
Very true.
It's yeah. I mean, I don't know. It could be. It's not beyond the realms of possibility that we really are the only time this has happened. But I'd like to think not. But I also think that if it has happened, it's somewhere else. Then it's extremely unlikely. Well, the other thing that's extremely unlikely is that like you said, coexisting at the same time as we do.
Yeah. Well,
right?
that's the thing, isn't it?
Because we've only existed in like, if the whole history of the planet is a day, we've existed in
Yeah.
like the last minute of
It's
the
not even that, is it? It's like
yeah,
a
it's
3 seconds or
yeah,
something.
it's something like that, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
so the chances of and we'll probably be extinct within another 3 seconds, so of that
Yeah.
clock.
Yeah. That's it. Brony, I mean, they've already said that with the James Webb that they've seen stars that are older than they should be.
Mm.
It's like they're so, because obviously it goes, it sees so far back that it's just short of the cosmic background radiation. So
Yeah,
the radiation from the Big Bang, but they found a star that they've estimated from obviously the readings from it that is as old as the universe, and obviously that's not possible. So they're already starting to
well, nothing's
call into
impossible.
question the age of everything.
Yeah, well, something must have existed before the universe, unless it's like a cycle,
Another universe. That's what I
So
reckon.
it's not, it's not impossible.
No.
Nothing's impossible, but it doesn't seem very likely that they'd be able to get in touch with us because how would you even get, if you even existed at the same time? The chances of coexistence are actually really pretty slim.
Yeah.
Um, it's a bit like some people living on a little tiny island in the Pacific and another people living on an island in the Atlantic.
Yeah.
And at some point randomly in human history, for however long they existed there, the chances of them both existing at the same time and then actually being able to communicate with each other, it's almost nothing, is it? I mean,
Yeah.
they just wouldn't happen. And then scale that up 1,000,000 times compared to the size of the universe.
Yeah.
How could we get in touch? The thing that, yeah, that's been the way that I've been thinking recently about it. Obviously, for anybody that's into sci-fi, it's a huge thing, isn't it? It's like you would love. It's like your biggest dream would be like we discovered life on other planets. Yeah, it'd just be like the most
Yeah.
incredible thing. If there's one thing I'd like to see in my life, it'd be that we discovered life on another planet. But although peace on Earth and avoiding environmental catastrophe would probably be nice too, but yeah, it's that massive. It's such a massive bias, right,
Mm.
towards that.
Yeah.
And you see when people talk about that stuff, it's because they really want that to be true.
Mm.
I always find myself thinking, yeah, well, you really want it to be true. So do I, but you should never
Yeah.
confuse what you want to be true with what is true.
Yeah, that's true, Shrapland. Very true.
Well, yeah, you see, the thing is, Shrapland, it actually isn't that likely. It really isn't that likely because when you factor in all of the things we were talking about, like the fact that in 4 billion years on Earth it's only sparked once, and the fact that it hasn't been destroyed, that we weren't destroyed by a meteor or, and various other things like this, it is actually like an incredibly remarkable thing.
Mm.
And like, I mean, we have no idea how it started. We can't do it ourselves, can we? We don't know how to cause life to happen.
No.
We've got no idea. So we don't even know what incredible coincidences happened. yeah, as much as anyone, I would love for it to be true, and I always think that I'm biased because,
Yeah.
you know, ideally, I would love it if it was like Star Trek. You know, that's what I'd like.
Nice.
Well, maybe. Well, let's say. Yeah, exactly. Well, I know Shrapland. There is like literally. The thing is this, though, right? As much as you expand the size of the universe, right? Say it's 30 trillion. Uh, what do you say there? 30 trillion galaxies, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but what if the odds of life? We don't know what they are. And what if the odds of life are 30 trillion to one? They might be. You know, what if
Well,
like it's like it happened because it's like winning the lottery, right? The chances, what if the chances are
yes.
so
Yeah.
ridiculously high that you actually need a universe of 30 trillion galaxies just for it to happen once?
Well, methane as well, isn't it? Methane is pretty much a giveaway of life because it's a byproduct of um, like decomposition, biological matter.
Yeah, something like this. But like I said, you know, look, we have on our planet, this planet Earth right here,
Yeah.
the perfect environment for life. Yeah?
Yeah.
But life has only ever emerged once as far as we know in all that time.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We haven't like gone somewhere else and found like some primordial ooze is like, "Oh, this is totally new. This thing started at a different time." As far as we know, every single organism goes back to the same beginning.
Yeah.
So it only started once in all that time, and that's in a perfect environment.
Yeah.
So how could it, you know, that even that in itself is already a massive sort of pointer to me that says it doesn't happen very often, you know?
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, yeah, perfect for our life, but even then it hasn't happened though, has it? I mean, it just literally hasn't happened. And again, maybe other organisms have emerged in other ways. We don't know, right? That's true. Hmm. I'm not here saying that it's impossible. Of course not. It's definitely possible. But what I am saying is, um, it's a lot less likely than we would like it to be. That's what I think.
Mhm.
I do think that it's, yeah. I mean, you just don't know. We literally just don't really know, do we? But I suspect that the odds of it happening are extremely high, and that you might actually need a massive universe that we have just for it to even happen once or twice.
Yeah.
You know, and then for the chances to it happen for it to evolve as well. That's the other factor, isn't it? But
Yeah. Yeah.
4 families of single-celled organisms. But did they not all evolve from the same point, though? They're not. They weren't separate, right? I mean, I don't know. I just think that I've felt recently that we just have to temper the feeling that it's the thing that we would love the most to be true. You know, like in the same way, you know, I'd love it like when I die that it turns out that I wasn't dead and I was in some kind of simulation or something, right? Or I was like, there was really a heaven or something like this, and all my families were there. You know what I mean? I mean, I'd love it if it was true, but in my heart, I kind of know that it isn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, let's have a look at asteroids. So, I don't know if you saw. Shrapland says, let's say, well, no, Mitsuyama first of all says, didn't scientists recently detect gas on Venus that could be an indication of life? Well, it could be. It could be, but then again, it might just be. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't rule it out if we just found some kind of self-replicating molecule that could be defined as life, right? That's not that. But
we'll find life, and it'll be on, one of Jupiter's or Saturn's moons. I mean, Titan is it Titan? I can't remember which one it is now. But it's got they reckon it's got a liquid water ocean that is pretty huge, and they reckon that there'll be life there because of the gravitational forces.
Yeah, well, they reckon that they want
planet exerts on it. It will be
what they're saying is that they want it to be true. They want life to be there, right? And
I think Venus is too harsh,
and they want the funding for it to be there, so they can go there and find out. But if they go there, right, and they find there's nothing there, then what are they going to say? Oh well,
But if life evolved twice in our solar system.
That would make a massive difference. I agree. That makes a massive difference. That is true. I agree with that. Yeah, that is true. Because that would mean that it did happen somewhere else at some point, right? Unless
that we're not that special.
So this is a version of. I was just messing about with this on. Have you played?
I had another idea for a mode of this.
Sorry.
I had another idea for a mode of this. I'll tell you later.
All right. Well, the thing is, when I think of modes for this, right, you also have to consider the engine and how it works and stuff. So in this this particular instance, it's actually fairly easy to do this. Now, what I've added to this, though, a couple of things I've added to this, right? I've got a shield, right? So a shield like this, so I can. What I wanted to do was potentially also add so that the asteroids need to be hit more than once. The big ones, I mean, not the little ones.
Yeah.
And I added thrust as well. Look, you see how that's like slowing down and going quicker.
Oh yeah.
I'll show you when the other ones appear. See, look, I can actually fly past them like this. I don't know if I like that or not, though. I was thinking what I might do is, you see how you can sort of. And the other thing, you see, there's a problem with this, right? Where an asteroid, when you hit the big asteroid, it splits into two, right?
Yeah.
And in the original, those two pieces can go in two different directions.
Yes.
So that you can see them. But in this one, because they only go downwards, it ends up spawning two asteroids with the same direction.
Oh, right. And on top of each other.
Yeah, and on top of each other, and then you can't see them because they overlap.
Yeah.
And it creates this kind of weird invisible asteroid. So if I was to I'd need to do something about that as well. But it is quite a fun mode generally. I like as I said, I like adding modes to games. Just mess about with the original formula, and and as I said to you, it's there. There's an invisible one again there. Harks back to Shrapland. It might not be your internet. I'm in Kazakhstan, and it might not be very good. I don't know, but it harks back to the Atari 2600. You know, like on Space Invaders, you had like you could have invisible invaders. You had like moving
Yeah.
barriers. You had 2 players at the same time,
Yeah.
player competitive, 2-player cooperative, all sorts of stuff like that. I really like that sort of thing. And this is a fairly simple game.
Mm.
I wouldn't mind. I thought about adding 2-player co-op to this, right?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Which would be cool. But I wrote this in the middle of the pandemic, and it was like, ain't nobody playing on the couch co-op at the moment. It's the sort of thing that would be nice for a convention, you know.
Yeah.
People
Got
don't.
some questions there in the chat.
Oh yeah, okay. So, it was coded on a Spectrum back in the day. What, this game? No. This is I wrote this in 2022. Well, 2021 actually. Yeah, the back end of that 2021. Yeah, because it was, and then I dedicated. It was around finished it around the time when Clive died. Clive Sinclair died, because I dedicated it to him there, as you can see. So that's when it was finished. And these, yeah, there wasn't really a really good version of Asteroids, because, as I've said before, Asteroids was sort of 1979. So when the Spectrum came out, people wanted a version of Asteroids.
Mm.
But even then, it was already a little bit of an old game.
Yeah.
And so by the time people were using 48K and learned a few more tricks of how to code games and everything, then nobody really wanted an Asteroids. Nobody thought that would sell, you know.
Sharpland, we've basically been using is it Notepad++, Alan, and a couple of little scripts to do our coding sessions that we do on these casts. So
Well, let's first of all ask Shrapland if he wants to code in the Z80, or does he want to code in a higher level language like C or something like this. I mean, on the Spectrum. Because, yeah, I have some videos, Happy Coding ZX on YouTube. I have some videos about how to set up and code in Z80, and some basics about the processor and the memory and various other things. So yeah, if you want to, there was a link, didn't I? mean, Guy set up like a page with a load of links, didn't he?
Yeah.
Of various bits and pieces of things you could have a look at. But yeah, anyway, well, this was all written in pure assembly, and in fact, I can show you. I can open this up in here. I think it'll be shared. That's come up, hasn't it, on the screen? See if the thing's catching up. Yeah, I can sort of move that way. Yeah, this is the source code for it. That new mode is currently called Storm. I might change it to Smash because it's kind of based on Astro Smash. And if you played Astro Smash on the Intellivision.
No, I don't think I have.
Yeah, are you getting any lag on the Twitch stream? Seems all right to me.
Yeah, probably about 8 seconds.
Well, no, I don't mean lag as in like a
Oh,
delay.
you mean
I
just
mean
like
it's
yeah.
not running smoothly or something.
No, it's fine.
It's fine, isn't it? Yeah. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? Like someone in Kazakhstan
Yeah.
and someone in England and someone else in Canada. And, yeah. Anyway, that is that's that. And okay, so what was your idea for a mode?
Remember Tempest or Gyrus?
Yeah. So like circling around the outside.
Circling around the outside of the screen.
Yeah, well, it's funny
because you'd have to be careful. You'd have to be a lot more careful because of obviously the movement of the asteroids.
It's funny you should say that, right? Because before I wrote Asteroids RX,
yeah,
I was actually working on this thing called Agasteroids, right?
Yeah.
A very silly pun. And in that game, it was kind of like Asteroids, but it was a sort of let me see if I've got it here. Yeah, might be this one. This was all right. Yeah. So in this mode, it was like this is in AGD, right? So and I was testing a sprite. What do they call it? I can't remember the name of it now. But basically, yeah, you've double the amount of sprites because you've got flicker.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're only printing them every other go. Anyway, the idea was that various levels would be inspired by different video games, right?
Yeah.
So let me just see what the most. This is back in 2018 though. What about this one? What's this one like? No, that's the same. And one of those was like Gyrus.
Okay. One of my favourite games in the arcade.
Well, it's one of the only games that I wish I'd known that, Andy, because they had it they had a Gyrus machine at Crash, and I played it for a bit. Yeah.
Oh.
And if I'd known, I'd have gone and told you, hey, look, there's Gyrus.
Right.
I love it. I was playing it for a little while. Just
yeah.
I didn't have long on it. 10 minutes maybe.
Yeah. I've got it on my
it wasn't getting a lot of love, you know.
On my arcade stick thing, so do play it often. I mean, yeah, the music was great, but it was like it wasn't left or right anymore. Like all the arcade games, it was like left and right.
Look, here you go. Look, see, look. This is part of it, like this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Although this one didn't work, but it was. You can see the idea. I was working on it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Hang on a second. Bit of music for you. There you go. It's not copyrighted because isn't it Bach or something?
Donkey Kong Jr. used the music as well, didn't they?
trying to load a version of this game if I can. Very early version. Yeah, there was even going to be like a Pac-Man bit.
Yeah. Yeah, is it Takata and Fugue, isn't it, or something?
Yeah, that's really what that's really what you want in an arcade music. Something nice like that. Something fairly simple. Yeah, look, here's another mode here that was testing.
Sorry. Oh yeah. Was there actually a version of Gyrus for the Specky? I don't think there was there?
Yeah, there is, but it was never released.
Is
it? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it was decent enough. It was made by Parker, and it was decent enough.
Yeah.
It was 16K. It was going to be. Well, Parker Brothers kind of had an agreement with Sinclair that they were going to make some cartridges for the interface.
Right.
Interface 2, I'm thinking. Yes.
Yeah.
And they were going to make Qbert, Gyrus, and I think Tutankhamun or something. I can't remember now. The games that they made.
Right.
Maybe Frogger or something as well. That's possible. I don't know. But
Okay.
yeah, there is. I'll see. I don't know if I've got it here, Gyrus. I'll have a look for you.
Okay.
It's a ROM, you know. It's like, when I say that, it's not like a TAP file. It's an actual.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that because it's a Sinclair, it's probably going to use the Sinclair keys. Is it? No? Press fire to start. Here we go.
Can you move it down a little bit more? It's off the corner a bit.
Yeah, sorry. Let me set it up properly.
It's not bad though, is it?
There we go. That's better. Right. I haven't got the keys down here properly, so we'll see how we go.
Yeah.
That's fire. Yeah, there we go. But, right, it's a bit jerky, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
But look how like a million times better it is if you do this. game is a million times better if you put this music on.
Oh, we can't hear it. Oh, I can't hear it anyway. Because I've got my sound off. I have the sound off.
Be quite fun to hack that game and put AY music in it.
Yeah.
So you can't hear. Is it because you've got the Twitch switched off or something?
Yeah, I need it switched off, otherwise we get like reverberation going on.
Feedback loop.
Feedback. Yeah.
I see. Okay. Well. What's Desktop Defender? Brainy says Sky Toccata. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's back, innit? It's got to be.
Yeah, I think so.
Here is let's see, someone's done a version of it for the AY. Let's have a listen. You can't hear that, can you, Andy, though?
No.
Perhaps if I do this, you can hear it like this. Can you hear that?
No. Tower defense game. On Specky, I don't think there are any, are there?
What's that?
Tower defense games on Specky.
So I'm just trying them out there, guys. I'm trying out a couple. That Toccata, the first one I played, that wasn't bad. The second one was like trying to do too much. What is tower defense? Is it like remind me? I'm not so familiar with this. I know this.
Well, you've got like a stream of enemies that are coming through a level, and you have to
they go along and down like that,
and you have to shoot, put things down that kill them so that none of them reach like the end of the screen. Yeah. It's not like a Lemmings type thing, but you're trying to kill the Lemmings.
I've seen a game like that for the Spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Z Defense. Oh, I think. Oh, there's a thing called the Next War on the Next, isn't there?
Okay. Wait.
Right, guys. Well, we're going to finish up with. I'm not going to stay too much longer. We're going to finish up with a request, right?
Wiki. Yeah.
Yeah. Request, as in, what should we play? It doesn't have to be homebrew.
Ooh.
What do you think? But what do you think was the best game of all the ones we've reviewed? I think that game about the I really like that one with the Native American guy. That was good, wasn't it? That was good.
Native American guy.
The White Tiger or something. I can't remember what it was called. That was good.
Oh yeah, that was good. I've not gone back and played that. I need to play that again.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that was great. But also the I like the one where you could switch between the donkey and the
that was Buffonada. That was also very
Buffonada. That's great.
As we say here in Russia, I am agree with you.
Yeah, there are some good games.
Thing is, right? It's astonishing, isn't it? I was updating my Xbox, right? Because I got a 2 gig hard drive.
Yeah.
And I got a few new games, and then it says, "Oh, we need to update it," and it downloads like 30 or 40 gig, of updates.
Yeah.
New graphics and different things and everything. I was like, bloody hell. So just one game is 40, 50 gig now. And it's just, it's insane, isn't it? When you think about the size. Because it's all like high-res textures and everything, all this sort of stuff, I guess. But and then here I am with my 48K, game. It's like, anyway. But they are amazing. I mean, I picked up. I know they keep really releasing versions of Skyrim, right? There's a version of Skyrim a couple of years ago for the Xbox, like the anniversary edition or something. And and it cost me about 3-4 quid second hand.
Right.
And like it's insane how much game you get out of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's just absolutely incredible, that game. That really is. And do you like Elder Scrolls or?
I must admit I've watched a few videos, but I've never played them.
Yeah, I mean, because it's just like you can just sort of live in that game, like walk around and just like find stuff.
Yeah.
And people start talking to you, and you just, oh, can you go and do this? Yeah. And then like your whole character, the way it develops.
Yeah.
There are so many different ways that it can evolve and develop. It's really remarkable.
I mean, it sounds very similar to like EverQuest, which I put 10 years into. So yeah, I totally get where you're coming from. It's
yeah. Well, I've reinstalled Skyrim. I played it on the 360, and I put a few hundred hours into it. Yeah, I got to like level 70.
Nice.
And like a lot of people, I usually end up being a stealthy thief archer type character.
Yeah.
But then expanding it to learning all the magic and like But it's probably no coincidence that that one of the races in Elder Scrolls is these kind of sentient cats. So I'm quite into the idea of going and being one of these cats, in the game.
Yeah.
They're humanoid, but with a cat's face. But apparently they're very agile, and they can see in the dark, and they're very good at sneaking,
Yeah.
And so just things you would expect from a cat, basically. So
yeah.
And my cat love has increased significantly in the last 6 months, or the last 3-4 months, whatever.
You had it forced upon you.
Well, yeah, until I just converted. Anyway, does anyone want to make a request? But yeah, that is ridiculous. And in some ways, I don't even want to start because I know it'll just like eat into my time. But it is an absolutely incredible game.
I must admit, I was hoping for an EverQuest 3, and it was being developed at one point. But
sometimes I feel like I should say, have you played Star Trek Online?
yeah, I tried. I played it for a little.
I tried it and I wasn't into it that much.
No.
I mean, the thing that annoyed me was the fact that there was money involved, and I was like,
yes,
yeah, but there's no money in Star Trek. So why have you added that? That's wrong. You know?
Yeah.
It's just totally wrong.
Yeah.
But having said that, the idea of like being in the Star Trek universe, let's say for example if it was you and a couple of other fellas that were quite Star Trekky,
yeah,
and we were like, right, okay, Andy, you go on the comms, right, and I'll be on the navigation, and like we'll do this, and like we'll go into, you know what I mean? That in itself might be quite fun as a multiplayer thing. Anyway, is anyone going to request?
There was a Bridge Commander game that did that. It was VR.
Yeah, but I mean, the Star Trek Online is like there's like full on sort of episodic things, isn't there? Like
yeah.
You know what? No, we should play. I don't know. Should we diverge from playing on the Spectrum? But I've heard that I played the Star Trek point and click games that are really good. Have you played them?
Yeah.
They're great, aren't they? But have you played Judgment Rights? Because I wanted to play Judgment Rights. I don't think I have ever played it.
I don't think I played that.
Judgment Rights on Star Trek.
I liked the DS9 game that they did. That was brilliant.
Oh, that 3D one.
Yeah.
Right, Star Trek Judgment Rights. It's like a fiver. The thing about it is, though, and this is the thing that does it for me.
Yeah.
It's actually the last appearance. It's the last appearance of the full cast all together.
Oh, is it?
They do all the voices. Spock, McCoy, Uhura, Sulu, Chekhov, Scotty. Yeah.
Wow.
And Bones, he died not long after they recorded it, so 5-year mission, 8 new thought-provoking episodes. The tension increases as you beam down to mysterious worlds and encounter strange adversaries and situations that simply defy logic. Is that truly an ancient World War I triplane heading straight for you at warp 9? How can your sensors suddenly report life forms on a dead planet? You're a long way from Starfleet Command. You see, I imagine that, I reckon you and I could have a good laugh with that because we could play it, and because it's point and click,
yeah,
you can easily be like, one person can be controlling it and then be like, what should we do now? This, and this,
Yeah.
It's not like that's the thing about point and click, isn't it? It's a good way of you can play it online. I wouldn't necessarily play it on this thing, but I might say to you, like, if you were free on a Sunday evening or something, I'd be like, oh, should we have a go on this? Why not?
Yeah.
Just chill out. Maybe when my missus is out or something. It might be.
Sounds good.
Yeah. It'd be worth it anyway. $6 or whatever it is. That's nothing.
Is it?
I mean, I'm sure that you can probably just find it free, but I don't like to do that. I'd rather get it legally. All right, guys, we're going to play a game. We're going to finish up with a game on the Specky. It's not going to be homebrew. Right, what are we going to do? Random letter of the alphabet?
Yeah.
Or unless somebody calls something out, right?
Oh God, head over heels.
No, I don't like I don't like those isometric games. They're so bloody slow. Right, I'm spinning the wheel to get a letter of the alphabet.
Uh,
And we've got the letter V, believe it or not.
yeah.
Yeah. Which isn't bad because there's not that many games to choose from. Right. I'll tell you that we've got there's the game V. There's a game called Vegan Attack. Not Vegan Attack.
Vega.
Vegan Attack. All right.
Right.
Well, okay, that's the first one we're going to look at. Vegan Attack.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be absolutely shite. Look at it.
Oh my God.
Battlezone Serious. John Green. Go on. Good for you, John. You wrote your own game. And
Is it basic?
It probably is. It might be a version of Star Trek, one of those.
Yeah.
Starfleet Command to USS Andromeda, a fleet of 22 vegan ships with 3 vegan bases. Yeah, it's Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll move on. We'll move swiftly on. From Vegan Attack. Valhalla, now that was an interesting game.
Yeah, it was.
Valhalla. Had a really nice loading screen, didn't it? Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to get that? Do we get the loading screen? I don't know. Maybe not. That don't look right, does it?
No.
Oh yeah, just briefly there we got that little loading screen. There it is. But I played this. I played this, right, and I couldn't figure it out. What about you?
I could never figure it out either.
They just sort of wandered around a lot and then.
Yeah.
And then Loki turns up.
Yeah.
I'm in the mountains in Asgard, and I'm
right.
And I'm gonna. Oh, by the way, right.
It was massive box.
I was playing that Gyrus and it looked really good. I was playing it at 7 megahertz.
Oh, shit.
So I think it made it look a lot better than it was.
Yeah, just a touch.
Look, here he is, Loki, the little shit. He always turns up. There is no sword here. Oh. The raven has picked up the sword. It's quite funny.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I probably played it for about this long and then thought I have no idea what's going on and just gave up. Like, why is there a dinosaur here? Or is he a dragon? I don't know.
Ask Raven drop sword. Damn, Scardy, the dinosaur.
Get the fireball.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Go on, Loki. The fight is drawn. Screw you, Loki. Now, oh, you don't die though. You end up in hell, which is not too bad. Anyway, that's letter V for Valhalla. We go for one more. Right, we've got Vampire Killer. We've got Vegetable Crash.
I mean, there's a game I haven't played in ages.
Supposed to be alright, that game, Vegetable Crash.
Yeah.
I don't know, I might be wrong. What is Vegetable Crash?
Oh my god.
ADJNL.
Thanatos. Thanatos is a good game if you play it at 7 megahertz. At 3.5, it chugs.
Oh, this is like, it's like Galaxy, it's like Gallagher, this game.
Oh my life. Yeah, you might want to slow that down.
Yeah, I think so. Right, here we go. Right, we'll get it on its normal speed. It's going to seem like run like a turd now though, look. Honestly, this isn't that bad, is it? It's not that bad.
It's no, it could be worse. At least it's smooth.
No attribute clash, look.
No. Actually, it's not. You're moving on 8x8s, aren't you? So.
Yeah, that's why it's doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, I'm being attacked by aubergines.
Yes.
I said Gallagher. It's more like Galaxian, isn't it?
It is a bit. I tell you what, it's not terrible.
No, I mean, if this was 1983 or something, I think it was. It's quite early. I would have given this a few games actually.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when you factor in like you've got a mate round and you're having a high score challenge, it's.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can't shoot the bullets, which is a bit of a shame. But I'm not.
It ain't bad.
I'm not getting annoyed. I'm finding it all right, but it's it's a bit samey though, isn't it? Look, look, those explosions are quite nice.
Yeah, they are nice. Yeah.
There's quite a lot going on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a hidden gem though. Well, I don't know though. There's a little bit of love gone into this, hasn't there? It feels like. Look, the you've got sort of dual scrolling.
Yeah.
Parallax.
Yeah.
Okay, Vegetable Crash is actually not too bad.
Not bad at all. Yeah.
I'm just curious if the person that wrote it actually went on to it to greater things. Ah, so okay, so this was written. This is interesting. So
Yeah.
Vegetable Crash was actually made by Hudson Soft,
Oh,
right? It was originally on the MSX.
really?
According to this, yeah, yeah. Other games included, of course, Bomberman, Adventure Island,
Yeah.
Bubble Buster, which is like the original Pang,
Right.
Dyna-Blaster, of course, Bomberman again, Driller Tanks, Eric and the Floaters,
Ah.
um, or no, this is not. No, this is not all by. What am I doing? I'm looking at. I've just clicked on Hudson Soft, but it's like connected to Hudson Soft. So yeah, I can see there are some things like, well, Stop the Express, of course, was the very
Yeah.
famous Hudson Soft game.
Yeah.
Kuma Computers. Ah, okay. Yes. All right. So originally by Kuma Computers,
Okay. I never
which
heard of
it
that.
looks like. Oh, it's brilliant. It's got like, there's a game called Alien Destroyer, right?
Yeah.
And it's by Kuma Computers, and it's got like they've got a screen, the start screen. It's got their telephone number on it.
Huh.
Kuma Computers telephone 07357 4335. Maybe it's some kind of a shop, you know.
Yeah.
Author P. Dormand. Looks very similar to. Anyway, well, that wasn't bad. Does that actually say Hudson Soft on it then? Because it does have a bit of an MSX feel to it. That game, actually, yeah. To be
Hmm.
fair. Anyway, one more for the road.
Yeah. Yeah.
In V, right? We've got Vera Cruz. Where's Vera Cruz? Is that some sort of adventure game, maybe? Victory Road. Now that's an arcade game, quite a nice one. I bet it's not done very well on the Spectrum, but we'll give it a go. Maybe it is. Redefinable keyboard. Oh, rotational joystick. It might look. That's got. You can actually plug in a rotational joystick.
Really? Bloody hell.
Bet such a thing doesn't even exist for the Spectrum, right? Okay. Up, down, left, right. It's like Arcari Warriors, if I remember rightly.
Right.
Oh, player 2. Yeah, Arcari Warriors. This game is incredibly difficult because you can't shoot like and move in a different
Diagonally.
direction.
Yeah.
No, you can shoot diagonally, but you can't
Oh.
shoot.
Oh, when you're walking away,
You can't
yeah.
strafe, you know.
Yeah. Oh. Can't you just like get behind the rocks and then shoot?
Possibly.
Cross or something.
All right. That needs better controls. It's not terrible, but
Yeah. Looks difficult.
well, yeah, the controls let it down quite badly. going to try this one. Okay. That's the only key I figured out. Oh, oh. What's he doing?
Ooh, aliens.
Yeah. The keys are really, really, really bad. SX. Okay, right. Oh, there we go. Okay, I've got the keys going now. I think.
Yeah. That's an interesting type of game, isn't it?
Hmm. Hey, hey.
You go in the doors.
Yeah.
Ooh. Are you running out of something? Oxygen?
Oh, yeah.
Quite the maze, isn't it?
Just a second. Yes, babe?
She was asking to be out. I thought she wanted the toilet.
Oh, let her out then. Yeah, fine. Sorry, babe. Cat's going to be coming here in a minute. It's always nice. She can always come and say hello. Hello. She's running over. Yes, coming up here. Come on then. Yes, here she is. Oh. Oh, she just wants a cuddle. Hey, you just want a cuddle. Now you're going to start playing with the headphones, aren't you? You little pest. Yes, don't stick your bum in my face. She's getting... Look at that. Oh. Missing your papa. Alright. Well, that's Vindicator. That was kind of curious. I think we'll end the stream here.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll be back next week. But I'll stay on the stream with you, Andy. I mean, stay on on the line. Thanks, guys. We'll be back next week. We will get back to doing some coding, won't we?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yes. Really? Alright, little monkey. She's still a baby, really.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Take it easy. And it's good night from me. And it's good night from this little one. And it's, as always, happy coding. Take care. Bye-bye.